Hey, what's up, guys? Tito here, and I'm reaching out to you guys, mano a mano. Um, okay, I'm kind of giving myself a hard time and kicking myself in the butt because, you know, I was thinking to myself today, and I was like, okay, some of the things that bring joy to my life, some of the things that I'm passionate about in life. And of course, mobile technology comes up because I love getting on YouTube and talking about it. Whether people find me appealing or not, whether people thumbs down videos or thumbs up videos, it's all the same and it's all good. So I started thinking to myself, I feel like I let you guys down when it came to the Samsung Galaxy J3 Emerge. I really felt like I let you guys down. In the past, when I look at my old videos, because I use my old videos to inspire me to push on, I was so enthusiastic about Android devices, even devices that people said were no good. I was on there and I was, giving my personal opinions about the device regardless. And no, I'm not saying that I'm heavily influenced to say things that I think people want to hear. It's just, I felt like I went a little bit off track. I was looking at the videos of the G Stylo and so many people berated my videos with comments of that it sucked, you should have got the Metro PCS one, all this other stuff, and I'm like, my experience with this device was really good, and so I made videos about it, of how good of an experience I had with the device. I was thinking to myself, why did I even pass judgment on the J3 Emerge before even owning it? That's not what I came on YouTube to do. So, yes, I'm going to grab the device and I'm going to try it out. And it's kind of weird the way I think about it. I was sitting down, I was talking, and I was like, it just dawned on me, it hit me in the head like a ton of bricks. I was like, yes, I was disappointed in the fact that the specs that was named in, before the actual release of the device, mentioned an octa-core processor and 2 gigs of RAM, and I was super ecstatic for that, and thinking yeah, it's gonna be cool. But then it turned out not to be. It turned out to be a 425 chip instead of a 430, and still have 1.5 gigs of RAM. And the Super AMOLED display was taken away. It was a TFT IPS display, and I was just like, okay, that's just, I was telling myself that was a bad move. But that's what I'm thinking to myself. I named the J3 2016 as best budget smartphone under $200 for Boost Mobile. I named it that. I gave it that rating. And I started thinking to myself, if we got the Marshmallow update on the J3, it would be less in a way than what the J3 Emerge is. I mean, we would still be using the 410 chip instead of the 425 chip, because downloading a software update does not change the hardware. Okay, the hardware is still the same. Chipset on the phone is still the same. The amount of RAM it has is still the same. The camera sensors are still the same. The screen technology is still the same. Nothing changes. So, sure, we would have had still a quad-core processor, but the 410 and not the 425. We would still have 1.5 gigs of RAM. We would still have a 2-megapixel front shooter, a 5-megapixel rear shooter. We would still have 2600 milliamp hour battery. All those things would still be the same if we got the software update. So, yes, while it is kind of bad that it just seems like that hardware has to be put out in order to get a software update, but when actually comparing the phones and not what the manufacturers did, let's exclude everything the manufacturers did and let's just talk about the phones. If you're to compare the phones side by side, then yes, the J3 is a minor bump up, and sure, there's some people will be like, it's not worth spending, but there's one thing that keeps us all on the hamster wheel that would push us to buy this phone anyways. If you enjoyed using your J3, you're eventually gonna succumb to it because you want the Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow update. You want that on the phone. Hell, you want 7.0 Nougat on the phone if you can have it your way, but it ain't Burger King. So, sure, it's not really an upgrade from the J3. It is the J3 2016's version in 2017 with Marshmallow. It's really all it is. And while that doesn't sound appetizing, and I get it, I agree, it doesn't sound appetizing, but I'm not going to pass judgment on the phone and exile it for a review because, I feel manufacturers are just trying to, have us purchase software updates. It's still, to me, it feels like that I'm robbing you guys of something that I love to do on YouTube. I love to report back to you guys on how a phone is and what a phone does. I love to tell you guys whether it's a good option or a bad option, and so far I've been blessed and lucky to have good options to give out to you guys. Maybe it's just I'm more of an optimistic type person when it comes to a device, and maybe I just don't need it to be a flagship standard. Because hey, you know what? Some of the best devices out are mid-tier and low-end because they go above and beyond sometimes and push the boundaries of what you can do with a smartphone than what you get with a flagship. Flagships, you pretty much already know what to expect. Oh, my poor son. So as I was saying, flagships, you pretty much already know what to expect with flagships. Mid-rangers and low-ends, sometimes they do something a little quirky, something a little different. All in all, I feel like a genuine jackass, and so I'm letting you guys know I'm still gonna get the Samsung Galaxy J3 emerge. It may not be right away. There may be a ton of people that unbox it and review it before I do, but I will get it in the near coming month, and I will give you guys my honest opinions about it. Because if I don't, then I'm cheating you guys out of a fair, honest review from a consumer who just loves mobile technology and is not swayed by companies out there. So my apologies to everybody, and hopefully even though it may not be exciting, hopefully you guys will check out my review in the future of the J3 Merge once I have it in hand. So thanks for checking out my video. As always, aloha and mahalo for watching my video. Bye guys.